All right. So first thing is just a little agenda. We did our little intros. We're going to talk a bit about tech requirements, some festival specific info, a little bit about stage plots, and then we'll have a Q&A. So this is just a bit of general info about tech requirements. It's pretty straightforward. It's basically just a list of all of the items you're going to need to perform. So that includes instruments, amplifiers, props, like headphone mics or anything else that you need to make the magic happen. It's important to communicate your tech requirements clearly in advance of any festival or gig so that proper preparations can be made and any potential issues can be resolved before you're on site getting ready to head on stage. Depending on the gig, you may be expected to be entirely self-sufficient tech-wise, but it's rarely the case in festival settings. From gig to gig as well, the equipment that venues will have on site tends to vary, but for festivals, you can safely assume that there will be some kind of standard PA or sound system, mixer board, and a variety of microphones, cables, and other accessories. But it's always best to confirm what will be on site with whoever your point of contact is if you have any concerns. Today, we're going to be talking about our annual festival, the Vancouver Outsider Arts Festival specifically, but the info that we cover will hopefully be helpful for any future festivals you might apply to as well. So for both specifically, all of the performances this year are going to be taking place in the Roundhouse's Performance Center, which is an indoor black box theater space. It's got kind of bleacher style seating, 200-person capacity, and it is wheelchair accessible as well as having wheelchair reserved seating. This form probably looks a little bit familiar, but this is the first section of the tech requirements document that we sent out. And this first table is for any gear that you are requesting from the festival. So that includes both equipment that you would like us to rent, as well as items that might already be on site at the Roundhouse, like mics, monitors, DI boxes, etc. We are able to rent additional backline, like drums, amplifiers, keyboards, other large kind of items like that, but you just have to let us know in advance. Things will not be rented if they're not requested, so please do not show up expecting that there will be kind of extra equipment on site outside of your requests. Yeah, if you want any chairs or tables, this is also a good place to put that, as well as if you would like access to the projector and the projector screen, because that is just another like facet of I guess the tech side that needs to be coordinated with whoever's running the booth at like the back of the theater. So it's just another thing that we have to plan for and make sure that we have enough like bodies that are able to run the projector. Right, this next part of the form is for all of the gear that you are bringing to the festival. So please include any instruments, amps, props, laptops, and like any other specialty items that you might need. In one of our previous years, we had a group that requested or required like an overhead projector, like for showing like notes at schools. And it was like very integral to their performance. And we assumed that they had one, but they did not have one. So it was a little bit of a like last minute scramble, and we got really lucky in being able to find one for them, because they are like pretty hard to come by now. They're not really being manufactured anymore, and a lot of them are broken or just not around. So if you have any kind of specialty gear like that, we ask that you supply your own, because we just can't guarantee that we can secure that kind of thing. But yeah, also this would be a great place to note if you are bringing a laptop, really just anything that you're going to have on stage with you. But yeah, if you're bringing a laptop as well, just note what kind of connection you're going to be needing. So if you're playing audio from your laptop, or if you want to be able to like control projections from your laptop, just whatever role that's playing, we just want to make sure we have like the right cables to make that happen. But yeah, together, these two tables should include all of the equipment that you will need to perform. So once you fill them out, just take a second to make sure everything is on, is in one section of this form. Just everything that you need will be covered. If you do not let festival runners know the equipment that you need, then we just can't be ready for the performance. So be sure to write everything down. And just a little bit of a note about our performance schedule, because I know a lot of folks have been wondering. Once we have received everybody's tech requirements, we can work on finalizing the running order of our performances at the festival. So we use everyone's tech info to optimize our schedule and minimize the amount of equipment changeover between sets. So this makes the festival flow a lot smoother and also allows us to include more performances in our programming, which is really cool. The more organized you are with your requirements, the smoother your experience will be, and everybody will be contacted with their performance times, most likely early July, assuming that we receive everybody's tech requirements in a timely manner.